Coming up, the Knicks take down the Celtics and Paolo Banchero shows out for Orlando. This is Locked On Game to Game, NBA.
Every game, every team, every angle. Locked On Game to Game, your team every day.
Welcome in. You're listening to Locked On Game to Game NBA. Local experts join us to go over the biggest stories on the hardwood. I'm your host, Kainani Stevens. Thank you for making Locked On your first listen every single weekday. Boston had a subpar showing last night at MSG that led to a road loss. Locked On Celtics talks over Jason Tatum's off night. Locked On Knicks ponders if this team is actually better than we all thought.
Celtics shoot just terribly. They could never get a run going, and they lose to the New York Knicks. I'm John Corrales of the Locked On Celtics podcast. Every time the Celtics made some sort of push, getting it down to 10, Derek White making a little bit of a push, Malcolm Brogdon, they could just never get past that. New York just had answer after answer after answer. Credit to them for that. The Celtics shooting terribly, 9 of 42 from three. That's not going to get the job done for the Celtics. Jason Tatum, a frustrating night where he shoots 6 of 18 from the field, 1 of 9 from three, and he gets tossed after 2 technicals. When Tatum is getting frustrated with the officiating, it's just not the type of night where he's going to recover and lead the Celtics to a win. So with him frustrated, with Jaylen Brown out due to personal reasons, the Celtics getting nothing from their bench at all. 3 points from Mike Muscala, 2 from Sam Hauser, 2 from Grant Williams. That's just not going to cut it. Yeah, Malcolm Brogdon did a good job, but no one else on the bench could step up. Recipe for a disaster for the Boston Celtics. And now a tough stretch when they go back home, facing Cleveland, facing Brooklyn, facing New York again.
So it's been pretty well known for a while now that the Knicks are good, but are the Knicks actually great? Alex Wolf from Locked On Knicks here, and the Knicks take sole possession of the 5th seed after today's game, beat the Celtics, previously the number 1 seed, 109-94 in this game tonight. And Julius Randle with another trademark performance, 23 points, 7 boards, 4 assists. Mitchell Robinson making a huge impact again in his second game back from injury with 10 points, 13 boards, 2 steals, 2 blocks, including maybe the Knicks block of the year on Jason Tatum attempting a dunk, which just seemed to really throw Tatum off for the whole night. Emmanuel quickly crushed it off the bench with 23 points, looking absolutely automatic, and Josh Hart continues to play fantastic as well. Seriously great night for the Knicks, and this team are unlocked.
Orlando's number 1 pick looked and played the part against New Orleans last night. Locked On Magic is in to go over the win and an impressive performance from Paolo Banchero.
This is Philip Rossman-Wright, the host of Locked On Magic, and we've been waiting for a star turn from Paolo Banchero. We've been waiting for the Paolo Banchero that's the clear-cut Rookie of the Year to show up once again. And in a 101-93 victory over the New Orleans Pelicans, Paolo Banchero looked every bit the star that everyone thinks he can be. Tied at 91, Banchero hit 2 shots in a row to give the Magic the lead to make it 93-91, and then 95-93, hitting another tough jumper to make it 97-93. This is what star players do, and it's been a rough month, maybe month and a half for Banchero. As the league has really caught up to him, he's hit the rookie wall a little bit. He needed a performance like this. 20 of his 29 points in the second half, 8 points in the fourth quarter, all in the final 3.5 minutes, 6 of those points in the final 100 seconds. This was a strong performance from a rookie who put the foot down and gave the Magic such a critical bounce-back win after a rough loss on Saturday. A big win for Orlando and a big performance from the likely Rookie of the Year.
That'll do it for this edition of Locked On Game to Game NBA. Thank you for making Locked On your first listen every weekday. Make sure you're subscribed to Locked On NBA and your favorite team's Locked On podcast on YouTube and wherever else that you get your podcasts from. I'm Kainani Stevens. This has been Locked On Game to Game.